I'm back with the next part of our Peasant to Emperor series, and last time we assembled the army. We have sent out the messengers and the lords will answer. We will assemble an army of our own and we shall take the fight to the Empire. Our retribution shall be swift. We are going to run through them as fast as we can. They don't know what's going to hit them. We're going to arrive from the north. We're going to start with this settlement. We'll then move on to the castle. We'll travel south to the next castle and so on until all of their land has fallen or the wars come to an end. If we take a look at our quests, we have 3 different quests to eliminate the Empire, and somehow we are losing the war with the Southern Empire, which doesn't make sense because the Southern Empire have only ever sent one army to attack us, and well, if you saw the last video, you know exactly how that battle went. But the plan is as simple as that. We are going to take the fight to the Empire. The bannermen have answered the call, the army has been assembled and there are nearly 900 of us. This is the best we're gonna get. This is all the soldiers I could muster up for now. The enemy garrison has over 900 troops, so they actually outnumber us right now, and if we were to run at them, it would probably be suicide, so we're gonna have to pull out the trebuchets. We're gonna have to go for the long siege if we're gonna win this battle with as minimum casualties as possible. We only have to starve them out for 5 more days, and in the meantime, we'll get the artillery ready to destroy their defenses. And now it is time to make our move. The garrison is near enough wiped out, the numbers are in our favour, they have no siege defences, and there is an enemy army waiting for us. So let's launch our attack now before more decide to show up. We have to be careful with this castle though, because of the way it's designed. It allows the archers lots of hiding spots and it gives them the advantage. Whereas other castles just generally have like a basic wall or something. This one is covered in little holes and gaps and everything, so we got to be careful. That being said, I'm not seeing many enemy archers. What is going on? Where are you all hiding, my friends? Considering there's supposed to be 400 of you inside this castle, I'm not seeing a lot of you. There seem to be a few of them in the little peepholes everywhere, so we will eliminate those. What are you doing there, my friend? I won't lie, he looked a little suspicious. Oh man, I just don't know where they're firing at me from. They're everywhere. There's so many little peepholes, I can't look at every angle. Damn Imperial soldiers, the Empire will fall. Just give up already. I will destroy your kingdom. Alright, we're gonna climb. We're gonna... Oh no! I guess we're not gonna climb. I see how it is. Alright men, lift the ladder. Climb to glory, soldiers. I shall provide cover fire. If they attempt to drop the ladder, I shall execute them. There we go. I've got you covered, men. Don't you worry. It was an enemy arrow. Damn enemy archers. You gotta be careful. I did warn the men about all the peepholes everywhere. Just my luck to friendly fire the guy at the top of the ladder, eh? And oh my god, what is going on in here? What have I got myself into? With me, soldiers! Attack, men! Attack! How are we supposed to win this battle? There's just Imperial soldiers everywhere. The Empire is swarming us like ants. Where have they all come from? I thought I starved half your army. It's never good when the kill feed is starting to look red inside a siege. We can't afford to suffer too many casualties. We're supposed to march right through the Empire. If we can't win the first battle, what hope do we have? Fight, men! Fight! I wonder if the men at the front gate are doing better than we are. Oh my god. Where are you all coming from? How many of you are there? I guess this is where we make our final stand. The enemy are swarming me. There's nothing I can do. Maybe I'll just sit in the corner. Never mind, they won't allow me to. And we have fallen. That siege was a bit of a brutal one for us. Even though we managed to win and the soldiers fought on after our downfall, we are now 200 soldiers down. We attacked with about 900, we're leaving with just under 700. We need to rest up and recover. I can't do anything about this army, but the downside to a really long siege, if we take a look, in the meantime, we lost a castle to the Western Empire and we lost another castle to the Northern Empire, as well as rebels in the south. We can't afford sieges that long. This is why usually starving the garrison is my last resort. It takes us off the battlefield for about a week or 2 weeks, and it allows the enemy to make attacks on our other territory. The AI can't defend everything. But we shall quickly rest up, and then I think we're going to have to chase that enemy army. We can't allow them to siege one of our castles. Alright men, I'm only on 30% health, but I'll take them down. Hang on a minute, there's an army of 600? And there's another army of 600? The numbers, they're everywhere. How are we supposed to win? We're gonna have to take down the first army that's attacking a village. I think it's a bit of an overkill, my friend. You probably didn't need 700 battle-hardened soldiers to take down a village full of farmers. But nevertheless, we shall take him down and then we shall turn our attention to the other Empire army. There's something I didn't quite consider before launching the attack on the enemy army. It's a village battle. And that means there is no room to maneuver. We're stuck in the village, there's buildings all around us, the archers can't spread out, there's not really much room for the men. Oh no. This could be an interesting battle. I don't know how well it's gonna go, over 1,000 soldiers trying to battle in the streets of a village. But the Empire are approaching. The enemy cavalry! Oh no, I forgot about the cavalry. That makes things even worse. There's no room for you, my friend. How are we supposed to fight 700 enemy soldiers in a place like this? What is going on? Well, I guess we make our stand, men. The infantry will not have the full fire support of the archers. They just can't see at this range. It's a bit of a mess if I'm completely honest with you. We're close to death already. We didn't quite get the chance to recover from the previous fight. But I'm with you, men. Till the end. Do not give up. We will defeat one of the empires today. I promise you that. I can't promise all three. That's being a little optimistic if I'm completely honest with you. But I promise at least one of the three will be defeated by the time we're done. Alright, men. No, don't follow me. Charge! It is time to clean up. The archers aren't really doing much. To be honest with you, everyone may as well charge. Don't hold back now, men. Cut them down. I need to be careful. I can't afford to fall in this battle. We need as much health as we can, although that being said, I'm already one hit away from dying. There are more of them? There are enemy reinforcements? Oh no. When will it end? When will it end? All I can say is, God help the poor villager that's on cleanup duty after this battle. The streets are absolutely covered in blood and bodies. And we were taken down by an arrow. I didn't want to fall in battle, but I couldn't let the soldiers down. I had to keep their morale high by fighting on the front lines by their side. We took another hit after that battle and we're now less than 650 soldiers, but to be honest with you, we didn't lose as many as I thought we would fighting in a close range village like that. We haven't really had the opportunity to heal either, and the enemy have launched an attack on the settlement we just conquered. It's going to take them a little while to build the siege camp, so we do have some time to heal up at least. But we are going to have to make our move soon. We are going to have to cut them down, and hold on, is that enemy reinforcements or are they just travelling past? I think we may be alright. I think we're just going to move in and launch our attack. This is a Northern Empire army. I think the last one was a Southern Empire army, but at this point, all I see is purple. They're all purple to me, and they're all our enemies. So I don't care whether it's the North, the South, the West, all shall fall to our blade. The enemy are on the other side of the river to us. The mounted archers have made their move. It's going to be suicidal for them. I don't know what they had going through their mind. But if the enemy come to us, we'll make our stand at the bridge. If the enemy don't come to us, we're going to have to march across. And by the looks of it, the enemy are not coming. Okay, men. We are going to have to march across the bridge and meet the enemy in the battlefield. The enemy cavalry has gone for an absolute massive flank. One group is all the way up there in the mountains. The other is on the far right up the other mountain. What is going on? They're not even on the same side of the river as us anymore. The archers are in position, so now we just need to wait for them to work their magic. The enemy do all have shields though, so it's making it a bit difficult to kill them, but hopefully we'll start killing them soon. Come on, men. Is that the best you've got? Are the enemy cavalry charging at us, or is it just a handful of them? It might be the leaders, I think, because the main army's over there and over there, as I mentioned earlier. So I don't know who these lot are. Who are you and why do you keep trying to intimidate us? It is not gonna work, my friend. We will not fear Imperial cavalry. As for the infantry, we're really getting nowhere. The archers are just not killing anyone. Okay, they killed one. I guess you had to prove me wrong, didn't you, men? But that's pretty much the only soldier they've killed. Why is it taking so long to breach their defenses? There we go. Alright, you're getting a couple of kills now. All I had to do was tell you to move forward about 2 meters. That was it. 2 meters made all the difference between killing half their army and doing absolutely nothing. And now they've broken formation. You got to be kidding me, eh? That's it. That's all we were missing. We just needed to close the gap a little bit. Infantry, how far did I tell you to march forward? Okay, we're in position, I guess. This is where we'll make our stand. The enemy cavalry is now crossing over the bridge to come get us. But by the time they arrive, it may be a little too late. And hang on a minute. Who are you up on the hill? Where have all these reinforcements come from? What's going on? I didn't see that many soldiers. Oh no, now there's cavalry from the right. Okay, our cavalry is gonna have to charge. I did leave them on the other side of the bridge though, I think, so it may be a while before they arrive. I am completely out of arrows. Well, it is time to fight, men. It's a bit of a chaotic one, I won't lie. It was going so well that I stopped paying attention to half of the enemy army. We started ignoring all of their cavalry, and that has backfired a little bit, I won't lie. There's horses everywhere just running right through us. The infantry, though, has been pretty much dealt with. That is not an issue at all. Am I fighting a bunch of farmers? How have these wars gone on for as long as they have when the Imperial is sending armies like this at us? They're farmers! Why are we losing a war to farmers, men? And I think we are pretty much done. The cavalry should start to clean up, and this battle is over. We can't afford to stop now though, we're picking up momentum, we've got to keep pushing forward. I think it is time to move on to the next castle. That one has 450 defenders, so it might be a little bit awkward. Our allies are going north to retake the one that we just lost. We did lose this one to the west, maybe the defenders there will be less than expected, and we might have an easier time taking them down. And hang on a minute, the Western Empire have launched an attack on another one of our castles? At this point, the war with the Western Empire is becoming a little bit ridiculous. We have killed over 13,000 of them. We have 17 of them locked up, but yet they can still muster up army after army. But hang on a minute. How many mercenaries do you have? What is going on? They've paid half of the world to take us down. No wonder they keep fielding armies and being able to take our land. It's an entire kingdom made of mercenaries. We have arrived at the castle. I think we're going to try and make this a quick, easy win for us. We're going to build a ramp, we're going to build a tower, and we're going to make our move. I don't care what defenses the enemy have, we're just going for it. There's less than 200 defenders. It shouldn't take us too long. And then if we have time, we'll try to defeat the Western Empire army that's to the west of us. If not, we'll find our next target. Assuming I kill an enemy with each arrow that I have, we could take out a quarter of the defenders before we even enter the castle, and I've missed my first arrow. Alright. I guess we're not going to take down one enemy per arrow. But we are going to try and take down as many as possible. If we're a bit selective with our targets, and I've missed another one. Okay. Well then, maybe I'll just stop talking at this point. I'm surprised the enemy infantry is in position already. I thought it'd be a while before our siege equipment arrives. I mean, the tower is at the bottom of the hill. You're a little bit eager, aren't you, lads? But it's great for us because it means the archers can clean up easily. I mean, half the infantry is dead already and they keep rotating more soldiers into position, so we're going to eliminate them before the equipment even arrives. We somehow lost the siege tower at the very end. It was so close to making it. There is an enemy catapult just up on this tower that is firing at us, and hang on a minute. There's another catapult right above my head, it seems. But we are going to make our move and we're going to clean up. We shouldn't really have any difficulties, I don't think. Someone might try and drop a rock on my head. So we'll be aware of that just in case. I knew it. We're on rock duty. And we're in. Surely there can't be that many defenders left. I'm pretty sure we killed 90% of you on the wall. Are the enemy retreating? Or is there some kind of battle strategy we're not aware of? We're inside the castle right now, so I assume that's a good thing. But it looks like the battle is over. The enemy are running for their lives. And that is another great victory for the Britannians, but we can't stop now. On to the next one, men. On to the next one. We will march all across Calradia if we have to. We will not stop until our enemies have been defeated. We have arrived just in time to save the castle. There were only 100 defenders remaining, and there are 7 enemy lords in this army. That's another 7 that we can lock up of the Western Empire, as if we didn't have enough of you locked up already. This should be a fairly easy battle. I don't think we're going to suffer too much. The militia might die though, because they get too confident and they charge the enemy at full speed. You're only a militia, guys. Look at you, you're a bunch of guys in cloth. You don't even have proper weapons. Why do you do this to yourselves every time? Meanwhile, the infantry will just make a shield wall right behind them. We're just gonna have to sadly stand here and watch as they fall. But we'll have to clean up here and then find our next target, I guess. It'll most likely be another enemy castle nearby. We may need to turn our attention to nothing but the Western Empire. Rather than trying to battle all the empires at once, if we just pick one and fully focus our attention on it, we might be able to end that war with them. The problem with trying to fight all 3 of them at the same time is that when we make progress in one war, we lose it when we start fighting the next one. I'm not too worried about the Southern Empire, but the Northern Empire probably will take land from us. But we'll just have to take it back eventually. I guess it is time to move on to the next target. We're going to do a little bit of a rotation right now. Any lord that's about 50 soldiers, we're going to release them and we're going to recruit some new ones into the army. By releasing the weak ones, it gives them a chance to recover, and pulling in stronger ones replenishes the troop count, and we can continue our attacks for now. But the extra men are on their way. In the meantime, we will march on the next castle. We can't afford to slow down now. We have to keep the momentum going. We've got to take the fight to the enemy. I don't care about rebels right now. Out of my way, rebel scum. The reinforcements have arrived. The fresh armies are ready to go. We are going to launch our attack on the next enemy castle. There are 300 defenders. They have 2 catapults, but I don't care anymore. We're just going for it. I've tried to play strategically. We've tried to take down the enemy kingdoms with our tactics, but clearly it's not working. So we are going to pull out the tactic from Caladog's book. Just attack the enemy and run at them. Throw everything you have at them. Just win purely by numbers alone. Abandon the sieges. Just go no holds barred. And we've already got a bright red kill feed. Was it a wise decision? Am I going to end up regretting this? I guess we'll have to find out, eh? I wonder if I can pull a fast one on the enemies and try to take out that catapult that's right above my head. It's a risky maneuver, but we're going for it. If I lift the ladder quickly and start climbing right now, we can put a stop to the deaths. We can take out their artillery right now, and oh god, never mind. The enemy have already arrived. They're not going to be able to push me off the ladder now. I've climbed too far. Or I'm not going to come off the ladder, man. I'm just going to sit right here where it's nice and comfortable. Maybe I'll pull out the bow. Maybe I'll kill a few of you right in front. Hang on a minute. Get off my ladder. I have no idea what just happened. Did the men just throw about 50 javelins at once? Right, we're going to have to climb. We can't hold the ladder hostage much longer. And we're in. I have taken down the catapult. It may cost us our life, but it was a risk I was willing to take. We may have prevented many deaths by taking out the catapult. We just gotta make sure they don't take it back. And hold on a minute. Where does that red kill feed come from? How many of you just got taken down by a single catapult fire? I can't tell if we're actually making progress or not. But I think it's safe to say we're about to be eliminated. I don't think we're gonna live much longer. The men never made it off the ladders. They still can't get inside the castle. What is taking you so long, men? Why couldn't you fight your way through? We managed to win the battle at the end, but it was costly. We lost over 100 soldiers with another 100 wounded. We lost nearly 10 champions in the fight with another 40 wounded. So we are going to have to try and recover after this. I think the battles are finally starting to take a toll on our army. If we take a look, we're nearly less than 200 soldiers in my party alone, which means since all these battles, we've nearly lost 100 soldiers. But we have to keep marching. We can't stop now. The Western Empire have launched an attack on another one of our castles. We have to keep pushing forwards, men. There are 600 of them. I just don't understand. Where are they coming from? How are there another 7 lords in an army? But we must head to the battlefield once more to try and put a stop to this army. I have barely recovered from the previous fight. We're battered, we're bruised, we're tired, we just want to go home. But we have to keep the fight going, men. Just a little bit longer, I promise you. Soon we shall go back to our families. But for now, we fight. Fight to bring down the enemies. There are cavalry all around us. We may be able to take down the majority of them before they actually reach our infantry. They're just standing there and they're in a prime position right now. They've sacrificed all of their ranged troops by putting them in the front, which has made life easier for me. But the shield wall may be a little bit harder to breach. That's not going to stop our allies though. They have advanced and charged the enemy head on. And they have pretty much fallen straight away. I don't know what the strategy was, lads. Hang on a minute, you've run straight through the enemy. Where are you going? The enemy are at our shield wall. They're fighting us head on and our allies have gone straight through them out the other side. Well then. I don't know what the tactic is there, my friends, but enjoy your trip, I guess. They've actually gone. They've gone up and over the hill and run. I have never seen an ally do this. What is going on over this hill that they're so excited to run into? Nothing. That is the answer. There is nothing over the hill. There's just a handful of cavalry. I have never met a kingdom more stubborn in my life. If we take a look at the diplomacy page, we have killed over 15,000 Western Empire soldiers. We have over 30 lords locked up. And yet, if we take a look at the quest, we are only on 57 out of 100. Why? Why do you prolong this? Your people are dying. You are losing land. How much longer are you planning on fighting for? I decided to march south to the next enemy settlement, and I already see another Western Empire army assembling. I just don't know what more we can do. We have been defeating them every step of the way, but they're just refusing to give up. I don't know what more can be done other than conquering all of their territory until the kingdom no longer exists. The only issue is their kingdom is kind of a decent size, and it'll take me a little while to conquer all of their territory. And if they keep building armies like this, I can't afford to wander too far away from our land. We were once protector of the realm. We were going to defeat our enemies and protect our people. But is it time to take it one step further? Is it time to become the executioner? Are we just going to have to kill everyone? Is that our only hope of winning this war? Is that the next step we're going to have to take? Do we have to resort to this extreme in order to take them down? Or do we just keep battling in the hopes that one day the war comes to an end? But I'm afraid that's all I'll have time for now. We're going to have to rest up. We're going to have to come up with some war maps, some battle strategies, anything we can to help us in this war. And then next time we will be ready to try and bring an end to them. I'm not even going to say bring an end to them anymore, because at this point I really don't know if we can. But as always, if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, see ya.